Hello everybody, my name is Blonde Senpai and welcome back to Star Citizen. I'm going to be testing some different loadouts on the SABRE today. So really what I wanted to do is I just wanted to show off, I have 4 Panther repeaters on this right now. So remember the SABRE came with 2, and it also had, I believe, Badger repeaters that were on gimbals. So now these are all fixed Panther repeaters. But since I rented the Zion Car2 All the other day, right here, I'm also going to be throwing on these M5A laser cannons, and I'm going to be testing those out with 2 Panther repeaters. So we got 2 different setups here, so 4 Panther repeaters, and then 2 Panther repeaters and the 2 M5A cannons. So we're going to see which is better, which is more usable, and I'm going to take this into Vandal Swarm, and we'll see how these 4 Panther repeaters do. The big mystery, I guess, to this is the M5A cannons shoot faster, and they also have a different range than the Panther repeaters. So the numbers are a little bit different. So we just want to make sure that the pips, they're going to separate. I already know that. We're just going to make sure that they don't separate too far. And if the separation that is there is justifiable with the amount of damage that we gain, with the M5As being a little bit stronger. So without further ado, I will fire up Vandal Swarm, and we'll test out these 4 Panther repeaters. Okay, and here we are in Vandal Swarm. So, just a reminder, I do have 4 Panther repeaters on. You can see them on the left side of the screen. So I'm just going to go through a few waves, just to get a general idea of how these perform. This is my main loadout, so I already know kind of how they perform. So you can see I just have 1 pip because they're all the same weapon. So it's very easy to keep all the weapons on target. This is probably the go-to for a lot of people that have the SABRE. So it hits hard, there's no doubt about it. And honestly, if I didn't have the Zion Car2 All, then I probably wouldn't even be testing this. I'm just since I have it, I just figured I would try it out. But with how good these Panther repeaters are, if you do not have access to a Car2 All, you're not losing anything probably, because these Panther repeaters just by themselves hit pretty hard. There's some heavy hitting weapons, and they fire really quick. But I'm fairly certain, looking at the stats, that the DPS, for those that are not familiar with what DPS stands for, it's damage per second. I'm fairly certain the DPS is higher on the M5As. So, but it is a slower firing weapon. But I will show that off shortly here. Just gonna do a couple more waves, I think, with the Panther repeaters here. So that's another thing too, is being able to shoot before the pip turns green, so when it's still in red. It's a lot easier to lead when the pip is together. I don't think so, Little King. Yeah, so you can see they're dropping pretty quickly. Because of all the variables that can happen, I'm not going to necessarily use the time it takes to clear these waves. Right now you can see we're at 3 minutes after the 3rd wave. There's just too many variables with the NPCs, and you know, depending on where I am when they spawn, or it's just too hard to control. So I'm not going to really use the time. I will just take note of it, but that's definitely not going to change anything. It's mostly going to be for feel, and like I said, just if I can keep the pips on, or if I notice an increase in damage even if the pips aren't really together that often. Alright. Okay. Looks good so far. So I'm just gonna do one more wave, I think. And then I'll switch up 2 of the Panther repeaters for the M5A laser cannons. Alright, there we go. Oh, just about passed out there. Make sure I still got 4 guns. Looks like I took a little bit of damage up front. But I do still have all 4 guns, so that's good. That's the other thing too, if I do lose a wing or something and one of the guns falls off, I will just crash and reset, because I want to make sure this is as fair as possible. Alright. There we go. Okay, and that is the end of wave 5. So I'm gonna go back to the hangar, and I'll switch up 2 of these Panther repeaters for M5A laser cannon, and I will be right back in here. Okay, and here we are back at the hangar. So I will run over quick and grab these M5A cannons off of the car to all. And one more. Okay. I'm not really sure if I want to put them on the wings or on the front. Probably doesn't matter. I guess I'll just throw them up front. I don't really think it's going to matter too much where they are, though. This way, at least they're a little more protected in terms of if my wing falls off. So, alright, that'll be good, I think. So I got the 2 M5A laser cannons up front, and then the 2 Panther repeaters back on the wings. And I will go load this up in Vandal Swarm. See, it clips through the cannon there a little bit. Those cannons are pretty beast looking, so. But yeah, so I'm gonna go fire up Vandal Swarm, and we'll try out this loadout. Okay, so I'm back in Vandal Swarm now. I have my 2 M5A laser cannons mounted on the front of my ship. And then I have the 2 Panther repeaters mounted on the wings of the ship. So we'll see how this loadout does. So you can see that they're all lining up right there. Wow, okay. Still lining up. These guys are jousting me right now, so when they start flying circles around me, then we'll probably see some separation between these. And you can see right there, there is a little bit of separation that occurred. Even right there, it's happening a little bit, but it seems like I'm still being able to keep all the weapons on them. So you can see. Wow. Okay. It kind of feels like there is a little bit more damage going out. And like I said, I'm fairly certain the DPS was higher in the M5A cannon. So as long as I'm being able to keep, you know, all 4 guns on the targets, which it seems like I'm being able to, I think this is going to be the best loadout. This is insane feeling. So you can see even there they separate, but the Panther Peter pip is still inside the circle of the M5A cannon. So they separate, but not really. They're still pretty close together. Some other things might come into effect too is, you know, these might cause them more overheating to occur. I'm not really sure what the power is on these, on these cannons. And it looks like I just lost, I lost the Panther Peter there, so I will just crash the ship and respawn, so I have all 4 weapons, like I said I would. Okay, so I'm respawn again, have all 4 weapons. Gotta be fair with this comparison, because it's kind of hard enough to compare already. Alright, firing through the asteroid field. A little bit of separation there, but still not an issue, doesn't seem like. So that's the most separation I've seen, was right there. And literally a split second after I saw it, they meshed back together. Alright, looks like the elite was already killed. So I might go to wave 6 just so I can fight an elite with this loadout. Wow. It's pretty crazy. So like I said, the time's not really going to matter that much to me, especially because I had to respawn and everything. Yeah, I mean, these weapons are meshing up perfectly fine, I think. I'm pretty sure the M5A laser cannons have longer range on them. Oh, got a guy over to my side here. So if anything, it might be an added bonus that you can shoot, at least with those, a little bit further away. You can see I'm not really having any problem keeping those meshed together though. I think that's going to be the biggest reason why this wouldn't work, is if those pips don't stay lined up enough. Yeah, not a problem. Whoa! Try to tackle me. Alright. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Got wave 5 and then the elite wave. I'm not gonna fight the whole elite wave, I'm just gonna fight the elite unit. Just because I really want to fight one with this setup. But I think it's pretty apparent that these are slightly stronger. Definitely not going to say they're, you know, a lot stronger. Like, I wouldn't suggest anyone go out and buy a Car2All just to have 2 of these. But there is a little bit more DPS there. You know, so when the Persistent Universe comes out, I definitely would try to get my hands on 2. And also note that this is currently in 2.4 alpha. I know that the numbers changed slightly in 2.5, not really sure what 2. I think they changed in the same way. So I think it was a change for both numbers, whether it's an increase or a decrease. So I don't know if it's really going to affect anything. But also, the numbers still could change before the release of the game. So, you know, 2 months from now, this might not be usable because there might be separation. There could be overheating issues. There could be a lot of things that make this not usable, you know, a month from now even. So, I'm definitely not going to suggest anyone go out and buy a Car2All just for 2 M5A cannon. And I mean, unless you have that kind of money that you want to do that, but in that case, if you have that much money, I would suggest just buying 2 Car2Alls so you don't have to worry about this at all, and then you're probably going to have the best setup. So, if I had the rec to rent 2, I would totally test that, but I do not. So, this is the best I can do. And alright, I'm gonna go find the elite unit now. See, he's out. There he is. And we'll try not to crash into the asteroids here. I'll try to kill him as quickly as I can. So it seems like, because when they separate, it's usually when they're doing a big circle like that, but it also elongates them. So you have a much bigger target you can hit. So as long as you keep the pips for the M5A on their nose, the Panther should hit the back of the ship, and you're gonna be getting all 4 guns on them. So if you're gonna be, you know, sniping out, you know, wings or something like that, I killed him there, but I lost my wing. I still got all my guns though. But anyway, if you're gonna be sniping out like specific parts of the ship, you know, there's gonna be separation, and it's not gonna be easy to do. But if you are just looking to flat out kill them, you know, this seems like a viable loadout, and it seems like it might have just a little bit more damage than the 4 Panther repeaters. So that's where I'm gonna end the video. On that note, I'd love to hear what you think about this. So leave a comment down below. If you think, you know, that the 4 Panther repeaters is better for whatever reason, or if you like this loadout. If you like this video, leave a like, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. I upload videos every single day. Not necessarily like this one, but always have a video going up, so make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.